One calm and sparkling afternoon in magical Kitchen Town, the kitchen was filled with the soft clinking sound of plates and cheerful chatter from the fruit basket. Candy Monster was wandering around the counter, feeling a bit bored. He tried to have a conversation with the grumpy salt shaker, who just grumbled. He tried to play peekaboo with the toaster, but it just sat there silently. He sighed. He was looking for something truly exciting to do when he heard a strange bubbling noise coming from the dishwasher. At first, it sounded like normal washing sounds. But then the bubbles began glowing with soft blue and pink lights that shimmered across the kitchen floor. Curious as always, Candy Monster slowly opened the dishwasher door and gasped in surprise. Instead of ordinary soap bubbles, a swirling tunnel of shining foam and floating water droplets spun inside the machine like a magical whirlpool. Candy Monster leaned closer to take a better look, and suddenly the swirling foam vortex grew brighter and stronger. Sparkling bubbles floated out of the dishwasher and drifted around the kitchen like tiny glowing balloons. Before he could step back, the bubbly vortex gently pulled Candy Monster forward. With a soft whoosh, he slid into the spinning bubble tunnel and disappeared inside the magical portal. When the swirling motion stopped, Candy Monster opened his eyes and found himself standing in an incredible world made entirely of bubbles and foam. Giant soap bubbles floated through the sky like glowing planets. Shiny foam mountains stretched across the horizon, and sparkling rivers of soap water flowed gently through colorful bubble valleys. As he explored, he noticed friendly bubble creatures floating around him. One of them, a small blue creature, bounced over to him. "Hello," it giggled, its voice like tiny bells. "I'm Bloop. Are you new here?" Candy Monster introduced himself, and the two quickly became friends. Bloop offered to show him around. They slid down the slippery slopes of the foam mountains and bounced on giant bubble trampolines that sent them soaring into the air. Bloop then led him to the glimmering geyser fields, where geysers erupted with colorful, shimmering bubbles of all shapes and sizes. They chased the bubbles and laughed as they popped into a shower of sparkles. Deeper into the valley, they discovered the soapstone caves, where the walls were made of smooth, pearly soapstone, and every whisper echoed in a musical tone. Suddenly, the sky began to darken. A big, grumpy-looking cloud appeared over the foam mountains, and the peaceful bubble world became chaotic. A strong bubble storm began, with hundreds of giant bubbles drifting wildly and popping with loud bursts. The friendly bubble creatures floated nervously as the swirling soap wind pushed them around. Bloop explained that the grumpy cloud was upset because it had lost its favorite giggle gem, a special gem that helped it stay happy. Candy Monster knew he had to help. Thinking quickly, he remembered the swirling bubble pattern from the dishwasher portal. He and Bloop worked together, guiding the other bubble creatures to form large, gentle bubble rings. These rings calmed the stormy air and created a safe space. Then, Candy Monster and Bloop bravely flew into the heart of the storm to find the lost giggle gem. They dodged wild bubbles and navigated the strong winds until they spotted something sparkling on a high ledge in the soapstone caves. It was the giggle gem, working as a team. They carefully retrieved the gem and brought it back to the grumpy cloud as soon as the cloud saw its gem. Its grumpy face turned into a wide smile. The storm stopped, the winds calmed, and the chaotic bubbles settled down, floating peacefully again. The bubble creatures cheered happily as the sky cleared and the shimmering rainbow reflections were too brighter than ever, just as the celebration began. The glowing portal reappeared in the sky. It was time for Candy Monster to go home. The friendly bubble creatures, led by Bloop, waved goodbye. As a thank you, Bloop gave Candy Monster a tiny, perfect bubble that shimmered with all the colors of the bubble world. "It will never pop," Bloop whispered, "so you'll always remember us." Candy Monster stepped into the spinning soap tunnel once more, a moment later. He popped gently out of the dishwasher and landed back in the kitchen. Everything looked normal again, but as he smiled to himself, he saw the tiny, unpoppable bubble from Bloop floating gently near the ceiling, a secret reminder of his amazing adventure. From that day on, every time the dishwasher started bubbling, Candy Monster would look at his special bubble and wonder when the magical portal might open again, ready to take him back to the amazing bubble world hidden inside.